So a quick little preface as we start this video. I'm not going to commentate through the entire thing, but I wanted to bring you guys a comparison of Skate 3, which is obviously the most recent Skate game, and personally speaking, the one that I played the most. Obviously, you know, being the last game we got before the new Skate game. And then I want to compare that to, again, the new Skate game, which is not called Skate 4. They're just calling it Skate with, like, a dot. And so this is early access, though. I'm recording this September 9th. You're probably going to see it a couple days later. I'm going to save it for a couple of days later. But September 9th, 2025 is when I'm recording this. So, again, early access for Skate. And I do have the early access logo up there as well. The other thing I want to preface this by saying is both of these were recorded in 4K, and I know you're probably wondering, well, how? Skate 3 is, you know, an old game. It's like upscaled, right? So I played it on the Xbox Series X, which basically upscales it to 4K. So the footage is recorded natively 4K, even though the game itself is not technically a 4K game, because that's kind of what Xbox does with the Xbox Series X, right? So again, these are native 4K. The first half of this video is going to be a direct 16:9 side-by-side comparison, so it's going to be kind of smaller. It's not going to be taking up the full screen. The second half of this video is going to repeat the footage, except it's going to be blown up, so you're not going to see the entire gameplay, but you're going to see, you know, kind of half screen, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So, so you can see a little bit more kind of zoomed in, but still side-by-side as well, and that's how we're going to be doing it. Now, in terms of the tricks and everything like that, I tried to kind of, you know, mimic what I did. It's also worth noting, yeah, there's a lot of bails. It is kind of very hard, more hard than you may imagine, to try to do a side-by-side comparison of two skateboarding games. So on Skate 3, I recorded that footage first, and it was kind of weird for some reason to go back and feel that, and I don't know why, but I was just kind of struggling nailing my tricks because I guess I got too used to the feel of Skate, and they are a little bit different in how they feel mechanically. You know, they're similar in some ways, but they feel a little bit different. So yeah, I don't know, I kind of messed up a little bit in Skate 3, but I was like, you know what? The bails are kind of part of it. Let's just kind of include that. And then when I was trying to mimic the gameplay, you know, I'm kind of trying to watch my gameplay as I'm sort of doing that. So that's kind of the gist of it. So yeah, maybe not the fanciest gameplay. If you want to see fancier gameplay, check out my other videos on Skate, or I think I've posted a bunch of videos on Skate 3 and even Skate 2 at some point. But anyways, let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I wanted to bring you guys a side-by-side comparison to see how they kind of match up next to each other. I know a lot of people were saying, you know, the new Skate game looks very kind of cartoony and stuff as well. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Let's throw these side-by-side and see, you know, how do they look, and just like also the movement, right, of doing the different tricks and stuff, which I think is pretty similar. It looks similar in terms of the movement, but it feels different in the hand. So if you can pick up both games and try them side by side, I recommend doing that. Anyways, enough of my ranting. Enjoy the rest of this video. If you enjoy it, leave it a like. Really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. If you dislike it, let me know why, so it can improve the content in the future. And yeah, enjoy.
I noticed you've been sleeping on the Market Mile neighborhood. It might be nice to give it a roll. Lots of the spots are getting lonely. Attentive pedestrians are safe pedestrians. Reload. noticed you've been sleeping on the Market Mile neighborhood. It might be nice to give it a roll. Lots of the spots are getting lonely.